tugging it. Putting up numbers, 99 pounds, and I still kept it 100. Yeah, who don't play, 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 who don't play, 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 who don't play, 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 who don't play, 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 who don't. Long time coming, black on the bottom of my feet from running, cataracts under my eyes from hustling, going from buying and selling to customers, run up the business, God is my witness, sun up to sun up from Monday to Sunday, we maxing our limits, my mind running like Tom Cruise on an action movie, moving a mission, they say that I'm tripping, I've been told I need a vacation, I'm finessing a visit, first class, my feet up high in the air on business,
Yeah, we open this. What's happening, y'all? Welcome to TSR Live. I'm one of your hosts, Tone Capone. You know we are here to discuss the norms, the trending topics, and we are going to definitely have some debates for you to chime in on.
What's up, roomies? It's Keke, big Keke, not the little one, honey. And look, we got a lot to unpack tonight. You are the official co-host of this show, so I need you to get on your job. I need you to be in them comments. I need you to come join the show, honey. Share the link, all that. We live.
That's right. What's up, y'all? Man, I'm Zach Boog. I'm y'all other co-host, man. And listen, know this. This is TSR Live. This is where you're going to hear from your favorite artists, your favorite reality stars, content creators, and influencers. If you are shaping the culture, you'll be right here, man. So let's get it.
Let's get it. All right, Rumors, you ready? Let's jump right to it. All right, Wendy Williams has made her way back to the headlines speaking with Don Lemon and the Breakfast Club.
Man.
Now, Wendy is denying that she needs the level of care she currently is receiving. Have you listened to the interview? God bless her. She also gave the Breakfast Club her opinion on Diddy, so take a listen to this.
You got fired from Hot 97 years ago because of Diddy. All these years later to see where Diddy currently is. What do you feel about that situation?
Hey, when I watch TMZ and I see the stuff that goes on, I'm like, oh my gosh. And then all of a sudden I see me on TMZ. You know what I'm saying? It's really weird seeing me on TV when I'm caught in this position. You know what I'm saying? The other day I was watching Cookout, and there I am in the first opening scene. I was like, oh my God. Season 1, episode 13, there I am on Martin. You know what I'm saying? And as far as Diddy will go to prison for life, people. You don't know things that I knew about Diddy back in the day, and you want to know what? It's about time, people. It is about time. Diddy done.
She still got it.
Diddy done. Day.
How you doing, Wendy?
See, she still got it.
Wendy.
Oh my God.
The queen has spoken. There you have it.
Yes, Wendy.
Yeah, it got a little confusing when she started talking about the other stuff before she got to the question.
What you mean? What you trying to insinuate?
I'm just saying the cookout stuff, and then the episode, and then she got to the Diddy Done. The Diddy Done was cool, but why don't we just get to what the question is, Sean?
What cookout?
She was talking about a show that she watched.
She said she saw herself on the cookout, but I was like, that wasn't what.
No, she was talking. She said I was watching. No, she was talking about TV shows that she had watched. I thought that showed how sharp her mind was to be able to recall what she had watched when she was watching, when she was on TMZ, and then came through with that Wendy Williams flavor that she has.
I ain't gonna let you make Tone like he just crazy, because now it was a little confusing before we got to that part. It was a little confusing.
Y'all not gonna do Wendy like that. Y'all not gonna do Wendy like that.
You know, I don't think she needs the conservatorship lady, but she needs somebody. Not the lady they got, but maybe me. Like I feel like she need one of us to be with her. But yeah, we got it, and I want us to keep the same energy we all had for Britney Spears. It's free Wendy. Okay, free Wendy till it's backwards.
Yeah, absolutely. Shout out little mama. She's watching. Shout out. What's happening? What's happening? What's up? Make sure y'all say what's up to her in the chat.
When Britney Spears was in her drawers dancing with knives every day.
Yes.
Every day, Britney Spears in her drawers dancing with knives.
And now she dancing freely.
Okay, and she can go free now. But y'all mad at Wendy because she brought up something that wasn't right. Okay, everybody got a person that takes care of themselves, that don't bring up the stuff that you're talking about.
Come on.
So come on, man.
Free Wendy.
Free Wendy, for real.
Bless it. God bless it.
Now, I know you guys have seen this week. Michelle Obama has declined to go to the Trump inauguration. And VP Kamala Harris has decided she will not be giving a tour of the House to Vice President J.D. Vance.
See, it's your damn
So, yeah, you know, I think when we sent the message out early on after the election that we were not going to be overdoing it this year. And this seems to be the theme. What do y'all think about it?
Oh, I love it, man. In true Gemini form, this is petty, and I love every minute of it. I love it.
But you don't have to go to everything.
Okay.
You know what I'm saying? So I don't see the big deal. If she don't want to go, don't go.
Yeah, but I need Michelle. I do would like Michelle to check in with us, Mrs. Obama. I would like her to just do a little check in with us. I just need to know you okay, sis. Because right now I'm a little on edge. I haven't seen you, I haven't heard from you. Just let us know you okay, so we don't have to run up on nobody.
Are you insinuating something?
No, I'm seriously curious. Like, people are trying to spread rumors of a divorce between her and Obama. And
No,
people are trying to put speculation out there that she might be going through something. No. I just need to know that she's okay.
If the Obama's divorce it's over for
Black love done.
Black love is done.
Well, yeah, it was done for me when Remy and Papoose.
Yeah, that's when it was. That's when it was
over for me.
That was ended. Then Offset and Cardi. You know what I'm saying? So
I ain't no faith in y'all.
Okay.
Oh my God. All right, man. What we got, Zach?
All right, man. Check this out, man. From a HBCU to a PWI. Everybody in the sports world is talking about Deion Sanders potentially going to the NFL, man. They talking about prime time going to the Dallas Cowboys, but Ice Cube has a different wish. Check this out.
What would you do? You in my situation.
Help them get to the next level.
Any way
I can.
I'm gonna do that.
Yeah.
But should it go past that, or?
What do you mean past that?
Let him go to the NFL and continue to coach his son.
Hey, come on now. Why not? Especially if it's in a Raider uniform.
That is Deion to the NFL. I watch sports shows constantly. People are going back and forth. I think personally, I would like to see Prime just make a bigger dent in college football, just a bigger dent. Like maybe even make the playoff. Do it maybe a couple years in a row and then leave and head to the NFL. But going right away, I don't know.
What?
I just think tomorrow isn't promised. You know what I'm saying? And strike while the iron is hot.
That's
true. While you got the opportunity, while the sports world is glued to everything that you're doing, go out there and get that bag if that's what he chooses to do. But at the end of the day, Deion is in a position where he can do whatever he wants to do.
Facts.
You know what I'm saying? He could go back and coach high school if he wants. You know what I'm saying? And celebrities gonna pull up at this point. So I mean,
prime.
He's prime. He does not. He can literally, when you're in the position to write your own ticket. You know what I'm saying? Like me and Tone, we've had these conversations when you gave me advice on negotiating contracts at work, and you was like, bro, when you got them, and you was like, when you have the power, you got to go ahead and move when you got the power. Deion got it right now.
That's a fact. That is a fact. You absolutely have. When you got leverage, everybody, roomies, that's when you go get them. All right, man. It's been the 9th day since the California fires have started, and Rapper the Game has been on the front lines providing resources and support. Now, it's from food distribution, supporting the firefighters, to assisting the animal rescue shelters. That's really cool. And he's been active, and got to go ahead and bring my brother in, man. What's up, Game, man? Welcome to the show.
Yo, what's good, man? Long time.
Long time, gang. What's up with it, G?
Ain't nothing much, man. Just out here living.
There it is, man. You got to go ahead, man. First of all, let's just jump right to it. How is Los Angeles holding up, fam?
You know what? The outpour of support from everybody around the world. I mean, the city itself is going up. Everybody is just showing each other love, man. There's donations, drives, shelters, people coming out the woodworks, just showing love. And I haven't seen that since I think maybe after the 92 riots when I was like 11 years old. So everybody's outside, man. Everybody's helping. And so I think we'll be all right.
All right.
Absolutely.
Now, Game, a post that you made with the incarcerated firefighters is trending. How have they been holding up, and are they receiving the same treatment as regular firefighters?
I think that when I was down there, I see all like the incarcerated firefighters. I see them just getting love, man, for what they're doing from the people, from the firefighters. I don't see them being treated too much indifferent. I'm not with them all day, but from what I've seen everybody like really giving them, they props, man, for doing what they're doing. And I think it's big. I don't think, just because, they're incarcerated that we should look at them like just that. You know what I'm saying? We should look at them as human beings, and they going up there risking their life too. So it's anybody like, lending a hand, anybody, man. It could be somebody incarcerated. It could be somebody that, just anybody on earth, man. And they should get love if they helping out,
Yeah.
Absolutely. Now, I want to ask, what's one thing you want people to know about what's happening in LA that may not have been captured yet by the media?
I think that I think more attention needs to be, and this is not to slight anybody or, say anything bad about anybody. I think everybody should just be, treated equally as far as like just life, right? All humans. And I'm African American, right? So I'm gonna stand for black people every time, but I'm also a human, so I get it on both sides. But I think the Eden Canyon fire and that black historical neighborhood in Altadena needs, more coverage, especially by, Shade Room. Not that y'all not doing that, but media outlets need to, really tune in to what's going on down there, because it's going to take a little bit longer to rebuild over there, because, Pacific Palisades, those homes were 20 and 30 million. Not saying that, it's a material thing or a money thing, but I mean, of course, if you have more money, you'll be able to rebuild faster. So I think that, all efforts should just be evenly distributed over there with my people.
Yeah,
Absolutely.
it
See, that's
definitely
good
makes
to
sense.
know.
Definitely makes sense. Let me ask you, because I know you stayed, you tapped in, you right on the ground, and I know I've seen some freestyles, you popping back up in the studio with something happening in Los Angeles like this. You think this is gonna make you maybe an EP, a song, maybe get back in the studio with it?
I was working on my album, and then when this happened, I completely stopped. And I haven't even given a thought, when I'm gonna go back in. Or it's not really about me right now. It's not a time for nobody to be selfish. It's like the city is on fire, man, and this is my city. And I've been here my whole life, born and raised in LA, and I'm gonna see this thing all the way through. And I'm not really worried about my project right now, or music, or anything else, other than getting everybody what they need to help restructure and rebuild the city.
Absolutely.
I want to ask you this, game. See, we're here in Chicago, and what can people do who aren't in LA? How can they assist? How do you think that we can best assist LA at a time like this?
I get a lot of people asking what they can do. They're not here, and I feel like some of it is just throwing it out there, just really kind sentiments. But for the people that actually really want to help, I would say follow your heart. There's a lot of, like I said, Eden Canyon, the whole historical black neighborhood is burned down, and so if you're a person of color and you want to help, you should look at some of these GoFundMe's. There's a list. You can sponsor an entire family, and I mean $10, $20, whatever you want to do, and it's no pressure. It's what you want to do, because I believe in my people. I think that without any donations, that the spirit of our people is going to make sure that we all right. But I'm doing my thing, and like I said, you follow your heart and you do what feels right to you with no pressure, so that you can sleep better at night, so that you can wake up the next day and feel like you did something to help somebody on your own time.
There it is.
Well, thank you so much, gang, for stopping through. Roomies, thank you for checking in with us. And we're definitely going to be praying for LA and doing whatever we can to make sure we support the efforts.
For sure.
I appreciate it. And look, right now it's about LA. Tomorrow it could be about Chicago. I think that as Americans, as humans, as any race, color, creed from anywhere on earth, I think we all need a little bit more love and a little bit more care and compassion. You see what's going on everywhere, man. It's not just LA burning. And when I say that, I mean like the physical fire. I mean the world. If you look around the world, it's a bunch of stuff that's going on that is unexplainable and not cool. And I think that we as a human race need to lock in and care a little bit more. All right.
That's real.
Appreciate
That's
it,
so
gang.
real. Thank you.
Good seeing you, my brother, man. Be cool out there. Keep going.
Y'all be safe, man.
Love.
All right, love.
There it is, man. All right, we're going to continue the conversation, roomies. Joining us now is California Assembly member Isaac Bryan. He's going to give us a further update on the California fires. And here he comes. What's up? How you doing, Isaac? How you doing, good brother?
Man, I'm good, man. Following game, man. My spirit's uplifted. I don't know about y'all.
Absolutely, man. First of all, you should have a good spirit. They told us in our ear, yep, it's your birthday.
It is my birthday, but that doesn't stop the work.
Happy birthday, brother. Happy birthday. Now let's just ask, because everybody's hearing, we all over social media, right? And we seeing different reports and just hearing from the game. Now let's hear from you. How close are the fires to being contained?
There's still a lot of work, but the Eaton fire that the game was talking about now to Dina, that's over 50% contained, almost 60% contained. The Sunset fire is out. The Kenneth fire is out. The Hearst fire is out. The Creek fire is out. The King fire that was in South LA last week is out. The Palisades fire is about 30% contained. And so we're not out of this yet. And if the winds stay down, we can do more. We've got more choppers in the sky than anywhere in the world has ever fought a fire. We've got more trucks on the ground. Canada's here. Mexico's here. 6 other states are here. We're doing all that we can to get these out. But it speaks to how massive these fires are, man. This is no joke. It's the largest disaster in LA's history.
Wow.
I mean, the footage has been devastating to look at. And, you know, I could tell even the passion here, you're working on your birthday. But one of the top stories that has come out of this is the incarcerated firefighters who are making like $5.80 to $10 per day. As a lawmaker, do you think this is fair? And what is being done to fix what can be done to fix the pay disparity?
It's absolutely not fair. And I got family that have been incarcerated. I know a lot of the roomies got family. We know what it's like to have people on the inside working for slave wages, right? And being treated like, indentured servants. And that's not how I want the boys on the ground to feel. Actually, I spend most of my day to day with incarcerated firefighters. We've got a whole unit of incarcerated youth. I turned 33 today. Every one of them in this unit is younger than me. I introduced a piece of legislation yesterday. It's Assembly Bill 247 here in California. And what it basically says, if you are incarcerated and you're on the fire line, you are actively fighting the fire, you should get paid as much as anybody else who's on that fire line. I just introduced it yesterday, so we got to push real hard to get it to the governor's desk. But I want to see these boys get paid, man. They deserve it. They're heroes. I don't even care what they did before.
Come on.
They risking their life.
Yeah, absolutely. 100%.
Right.
Now, LA Mayor Karen Bass and California Governor Gavin Newsom, they're catching a lot of heat for the way they're handling the fires. What are your thoughts on their leadership during this time?
I mean, whenever there's a crisis, right, blame the black woman, right? We seeing that all over the place. And if you're from LA, honestly, if you live here, you from here, you can say whatever you want. If you're not from here and you don't live here, some of y'all who never been here, help somebody out or just move to the side because people are really, really hurting. I met with the firefighters on the ground. I went to the Unified Command Center, just like Elon Mustard the other day. And you know what they told me? They told me we didn't have a water problem. We had more fire engines hooked to those fire hydrants than they could possibly handle. No municipal water infrastructure in the world could have handled the load we were trying to put this fire out. They told me that if they had every single fire engine in all of California when this broke out, they couldn't have fought this back. That's how massive this is. And so I think it's fair to be critical of your elected officials. You should always do that. Be critical of me. But if you're not from here and these are still raging, just help out. Do what the game said. Sponsor GoFundMe, follow your heart. But if you're just throwing shade, don't throw it at my city.
No, I love it. I love it.
No, that's right.
I'm not mad at you. You know, and I've interviewed Game a ton of times, and and we have a different rapport. We got a good rapport, and you can see the seriousness. And I know how much he loves Los Angeles. Like you said, he's born and raised, and the level of devastation. Just give the roomies a little bit what it's like on the ground floor. I wanted to ask the Game that, but let me ask you that.
So I've toured the burned areas from Altadena to the Palisades, and it's devastating. Everything folks knew, right? A historic Black community in Altadena. I'm talking like 21% Black home ownership when the Black population is only 8% of the county, right? This was a mecca for us. This was a home for us. Burned to the ground. Schools burned to the ground. You got students who can't go back to the schools. You got families who can't go back to their homes. You got renters who were renting places, now can't afford to stay in the hotels that they have to stay at while they're evacuated and can't afford to pay their rent. That's why we're also going to freeze the rent in Los Angeles. I'm tired of these landlords jacking it up on our folks and trying to price gouge folks. We got to do all we can to help people out right now, but this is not something that's going to go away in one night or go away the second we get these fires out. We got to take care of real people. This is a human moment. It's time for the whole country to rally around Los Angeles.
Yes.
Absolutely. Absolutely. Well said. Again, I love you saying if you're not from LA, just get out the way or help out. Well said. We appreciate you and want you to enjoy the rest of your birthday. And for sure, come on back on the show and give us some updates.
Much love. Appreciate y'all.
Yeah, absolutely.
For sure.
And happy birthday. Shout out to the roomies checking in too. D Virgo lady on the Instagram live. She said exactly everything he said. If you're not trying to help, shut up and get out the way. And that's on period.
Okay. Yeah. You can see it. That was real LA coming out. Real LA. Shout out to them, man. And prayers, and definitely prayers and thoughts going with them.
Yep.
All right. Now, real quick, let's talk about faith, y'all. Redman recently appeared on Ambrosia for Heads, What's the Headline podcast and discussed his fasting and spiritual journey. Check this out.
The things that I fast from is eating meat. We usually do the Daniel fast. Look up the Daniel fast in the Bible. We usually do the Daniel fast, but then again, I add on social media. I fast from social media at least 2 months out the year.
Y'all hear that?
That's like leaving the newspaper, not reading the newspaper. I don't know, man. Gotta watch who you follow. Okay.
Yeah.
Okay.
He went on to elaborate on how sometimes you gotta let folks go if you're trying to grow and move on from bad habits. Look at this.
You might get around other people that's still doing what you're trying to quit from. So it's not just about quitting. It's about allowing yourself to get around from the distractions of what you're trying to quit from. Like if you're trying to quit from not f***ing so much, right? But your boys are constantly going to the strip club and going to the club, then you have to discipline yourself and say, okay, I can't hang around these guys no more. And if they're not willing to understand that I'm fasting from it and I want to stop it, then I can't be these guys' friends no more.
That's right,
That's
Redman.
real. That's real. Redman, he done got enlightened. And he said, I think he said that he fasted from sex for like 2 years.
Yeah.
Crazy work.
Just backed up.
Crazy work.
Am I backed up?
Crazy. Talk about having to assault yourself every day.
Roomies, have you ever fasted? I need to see it in the chat. Let us know.
Usually when people fast from sex, they fast from masturbation too. So you just backed up.
Wow. You can't even get one off with yourself. I can't date myself.
Can't love yourself.
I can't
self-love.
I can't take myself out and link up.
That's not fasting.
I can't link up with myself. It's crazy.
You say you ain't take yourself on a nice date? Get
I
dressed up.
can't try to get myself drunk. Have a wild night.
You crazy tonight. Looking at your hand. Look at you.
Oh my God.
Oh man.
All right. Have y'all ever fasted though? For real. Have y'all ever fasted? How did it make you feel?
I do fast for my church fast, and I try to follow it. I do. I try hard. Why are you laughing?
How long, Tom? How long did you try? Did you make it to the end of Sunday?
He don't be fasting, but the way he fast with the church.
I do.
Bro,
we go to the same church.
And I see what you be eating. You ain't fasting from nothing.
Because we all just had some Harold's earlier today. So what y'all supposed to be eating?
But we not in the middle of a fast yet.
We not.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, I mean, but I have. Have you?
Have I what?
Fast.
Yes, y'all know I fasted. I've done that. When I've eaten my fruit. You remember when I was on my diet, when I was just eating fruit and stuff, I wasn't eating meat and different things like that. I've had those moments. Y'all know I did. I did a 90-day cleanse last year.
Did you feel like you had some clarity? Did you feel like you heard from the Lord clear?
I was regenerated.
Okay.
Completely. You know what I'm saying? Fasts do work.
Yeah.
They definitely work. And then after that, at the end of my fast, I did a 72-hour water fast where I didn't eat anything. I just drank water for 72 hours.
Wow.
Now that was very tough, but you cleanse completely out. You know what I'm saying? And that's why I'm glowing.
I stopped eating Reese cups.
Come on. One step at a time.
There
brother.
it is, brother.
Yeah.
And sugary drinks.
There it is. Kiki's
Now
supposed to be
remember, I
fasting
stayed off of energy drinks too.
Yeah, you did kick those out your life. I'm proud of you, brother, but I don't know if you fasted from them. You just stopped drinking as many. But I'm proud of you though. Small improvement.
Yeah.
Keke, would you do a group fast, Keke?
I do what I can. I do what I can. Y'all remember I tried to stop drinking pop so I can get a date with Omarion.
Yeah.
Yeah, it did. I tried. And sometimes your girl just need a Pepsi. So the Lord's still working on me. But roomies, if you've ever fasted, tell us in the comments what's the longest that you've ever been able to do a fast.
Keita B619 said I fast off meat. Okay.
Dang, Keita, that's crazy.
Yeah. Your next ex said a run fast to temptation. They run fast to temptation. That's hilarious.
That's me. The Lord's still working on us.
Y'all are crazy.
All right, man. What we got going, Keke?
Hold on, y'all. Miss Monica said, Tone said, oop, there goes my shirt all over my head. That's hilarious.
That's so nasty. That's so nasty.
When he loved himself.
Man, it's about loving yourself, man. Loving yourself. Because what happens is, during the self-love time, you can not go and just try to just be, you break up, the first thing you want to do is go mess with other people. That ain't the smart thing to do. So you have your self-love time.
I love that for you,
Thank
brother.
you. I know, brother.
Now you the picture of self-love.
All
right. In the words, speaking of love, in the words of Mariah Carey, love takes time, but for others, it's love at first sight. So on a recent episode of the Marriage Wealth podcast, the host posed a great debate on just how long it takes to know if you found your partner for life. Let's take a look.
How long does it take for a man to know he wants to marry you?
A man knows that he wants to marry you within 90 days, probably sooner than that. Now, when I say that a man knows that he wants to marry you in 90 days, that does not mean that he's getting on bending knee in 90 days. What this means is, like when we meet women, just like when y'all meet men, you know if you're going to fuck them. You know if you're going to like them. You know if that nigga just going to be bill money. You know if that nigga's only going to be able to take you to Starbucks. Like, we already know whether you're going to be a side bitch, a ride or die bitch, if you're going to be a lifelong girlfriend, or if you're like, yeah, she's the one. We know.
Right.
Okay. Well, fellas, what do you think about that?
Man, I just, again, this is where I got to take up. Last week, Zach said, people get on these podcasts and come up with these wild ass numbers, man. Like, you know, in 90 days, get your ass out of here, bro. Like, respectfully. I mean, I think you figure it out. Like, you have women that you know for sure. Everybody has, okay, I'm going to just date her, or I'm going to just do this. But when you start locking in with somebody on a regular basis, on a regular time period, you start thinking of that. But that you never know when that moment's gonna hit.
Okay.
If it doesn't hit, then you know that's not the person for you. Does that make sense?
I mean, it makes something, yeah.
It makes something.
It makes something.
It makes something.
I mean, because you said, you know, when you're locking in, it's a lot of gray area there. It's just like, when do y'all really know?
You just know. Zach knows. He was married once.
Yeah, and guess how long we dated?
How long?
5 years.
Okay.
Wasn't no 90 days.
When did you wake up and say, I'm getting married?
When she kept putting that pressure on me. Damn. You kept asking. That's when men get married. After you keep asking us and we don't want, I'm just going to tell the truth. Please. When you keep asking us and we don't want you to leave, that's when they do it. We never want to do that stuff.
What?
We never want to. Only dudes with podcasts really want to. Okay?
Man.
That's crazy.
Most men, we like to date comfortably until you force our hand.
Wow.
And that's the truth. I don't want, who wants to be like, you know what? This is the only vagina I'm ever gonna get for the rest of my life. I cannot wait to only deal with this woman forever, man. This is exciting. We not excited about that. You know what she said? You gonna marry me? I'm about to leave. Ah,
what?
I love her though. I don't want you to leave. I don't want you to put it back on the market. So yes, I'm gonna do it. Okay. Oh. Jesus Christ.
Wow.
Pressure bust pipes.
I see.
And that's what happens.
Oh my God. So, okay.
I don't know too many.
Oh, man, that was so good. I'm going to be so quiet during this.
Why?
Because, I mean, I don't, you just said what I said, it didn't even make sense.
Well, I mean, when you start talking about locking in, I just tuned, because you be, you know, your lock in, it don't be a real lock in. It might be a lock. I don't know.
It's a lock in.
Lock in. Do you know or not know? Life is short.
Okay, so
here's
what I'm trying to get y'all to realize.
What?
Men don't live thinking, like it's not in our life. Like we don't be like, can't wait to get married. That like we don't think like that. Do we want a partner? Yes. Do we want companionship? Yes. Do we want somebody faithful? Yes.
Yes.
But sound like you want a wife.
I understand.
I don't know.
Keke, I get what you're saying, that the wife has those qualities.
Yes.
I totally understand that. But the idea of marriage to men is not as marketed to us like it is to y'all. Y'all have been groomed through that y'all entire life. So when we hearing about it, we like, that seems cool. I mean, I guess, you know what I'm saying? We look at it like the ball and chain sometimes.
And that's so unfortunate for us.
That's how it's presented to us.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
You ask a lot of married guys, like, man, what are you getting out of this? You know, what do you think you're getting out of it?
So you feel like men don't get anything out of marriage? They don't benefit from marriage?
That's not what I'm saying.
Oh, this is going to be nasty.
No, I think men who marry right get everything out of it.
Okay.
Men who marry wrong ruin their life.
Facts.
And when you have to make a life-changing decision, sometimes it's just best to say, I ain't gonna make it at all. You understand what I'm saying? So that's why it's pressure for us, because on one side we see it being beautiful, and then on the other side we see it being the ugliest thing somebody could do.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? It could end up the worst decision you made. So that's why we take our time. And if you know that in 90 days, maybe you just a quick decision maker. I don't make tough decisions in 90 days. It took me 90 days to figure out which insurance company I was gonna go with when I knocked my car.
Not 90 days though.
90, come on, man.
He tweaked. But again, I get it.
You ain't even seen her mad for real yet.
Nah.
Okay.
And you think about it, 90 days, and this is the thing. That's why people say, like, people put a lot of time on that year. Like, oh, we've been here for a year or 2 years. And real talk and real math, you only spend a certain amount of time with that person. If y'all both have full-time jobs, y'all work 5 days a week, you don't live with each other, that year might only equal 4 months. Does that make sense? Because you don't spend the time. I'm not with you every single day of that year.
I see you doing a lot of math. The question is very simple.
So who you with all the time? You ain't with nobody all the time.
You talking about on calendars
let me
and
cook,
see
man.
on
Okay,
Thursdays. If I'm only with you on Thursday, like,
let me
Tom,
cook.
What?
Y'all sometimes just gotta just go with it.
Okay,
We supposed to be friends.
Say, okay.
All of us are friends. I thought we were. Sometimes just let me cook.
One thing you gonna do is confuse me. Okay, it's a simple yes, you know, no, you don't know. Talk about because if I work on Tuesdays, I can't get married on Wednesday. Yeah,
He said basically just told us it's 24 hours in a day.
Right.
I saw you too.
Right.
Out the whole week.
That's crazy.
That don't
So
count.
I don't know you like that.
Yes.
That's all he said. He said 90 days when I didn't know you about a day.
Like what? Sir, excuse me.
Tom Capone math is hilarious.
Man,
I don't know.
I hate when
Fellas,
y'all-
if you got a good girl, you better stop wasting her time. Okay, if you got a good girl, lock it down.
That's a fact.
Do
Now,
the
that's
right
true.
thing, because I just feel like our generation, we can be so powerful together if two people come together and really focus on marriage. Y'all know how I feel about getting y'all word, okay? And if people would follow the word, I think we would have a lot of better lives. But because we don't follow the word and we do all kind of things, we run into all these different issues. And next thing you know, you're doing math with Tone. So
or
it's
you
just
living with somebody.
Yeah. Or you living with somebody. What? Somebody. Are you talking about me? You know, do as I say, not as I do. Be better than me. Okay. That's what I want for y'all. Be better than me. Okay.
Yeah, as a podcaster.
Period.
There's that podcaster perspective.
This is so funny. The roomies have been cracking me up. They've been
yes.
in it, talking about it. Let's see. You know,
Your next ex 10 toes down.
Who said that, Tom? Shout them out.
That's what it is. It said your next ex, right there, 10
at
toes
your
down.
next ex. Hey, your next ex, put a shirt on in your profile picture.
Now how you gonna tell them to put a shirt on?
I see that'll get you blocked on my page. You lucky this is shade room page. That was my page. I don't let people follow me shirtless.
What was it? Keto B619 said I wasn't groomed to be married. It disappeared. I wasn't groomed to be married by my parents or grandparents, and they are still together. Okay, wasn't groomed to be married. My parents.
I saw Christine pop up. She said what Keke say is you're single till you're married. I just want to make sure.
Well, I just want y'all to know that Stacey Williams. Look at Stacey. Stacey Williams said, "Speak, Zach."
You was. On
so that
point.
mean that I was talking that talk.
You were.
I didn't get any love.
Okay,
Tom, we still trying to figure out what happens on next Wednesday when you spend your time together or whatever your philosophy was. Okay?
Lunch was 20 minutes. He got a little journal at the house. He'd be like 20 minutes with her.
So really, I only know you for 2 days.
I didn't know her for 3 hours, bro. I ain't doing nothing. All right, let's move on, man. TikTok users are high on anxiety as TikTok prepares to say bye-bye in the U.S. And users are flooding the popular algorithm preparing for its possible funeral this Sunday. I know Keke's hurt. Wow. And some of our favorite TikTok chefs have announced that they are bringing they're telling us what they're going to bring to the TikTok Repass. Look at this.
Lord, TikTok Repass is on the 19th. I'm finna head to the store and get what I need for this TikTok Repass. So y'all go ahead, put y'all inputs in now. I'm gonna need every other TikTok chef to get on here and let me know what they bring. I'm not making everything by myself, okay? Now, of course, I'm bringing a pan of my mac and cheese. We're gonna have about 3-4 different ones, but I'm bringing mine. Then I'm gonna bring some loaded smashed potatoes with a little bit of bacon on top. And then for the vegans, I got you some vegan hot honey fried chicken. Yeah, I love y'all. Then for the pork lovers, we got some fried ribs, some baked shrimp for the pescatarians. We catering for everybody, okay?
So I'm bringing some easy recipes to the TikTok Repass. Now, you know we love a good dip, so I'm bringing my jalapeno popper dip. And for my cheese lovers, I have my boudin egg rolls stuffed with pepper jack cheese and my crab balls. I know you bringing mac and cheese, but I gotta bring mine as well. If we're doing brunch, then I'm bringing my cinnamon roll pig in the blankets. We splurging on cost, then I'll bring my braised short ribs, and I'll bring some stuffed shrimp with lump crab meat.
My name's Teeny, and I'm bringing the mac and cheese to the TikTok funeral.
Teeny, nah.
Teeny, we don't want
you. Cool on her.
Don't do that.
Cool
Mac
on
and
her.
cheese might be good.
Take them glasses off. I don't feel like you synced it good.
I don't know about that.
You cooking with shades on.
No, that was good.
But that did look good.
Mm-hmm.
Oh, man.
I'm
All
ready
right.
for the repass, child.
No doubt, man. This is crazy. This is ending, but we got to bring in somebody way more qualified than us to talk about it. Join us now to give us the latest on TikTok and Red Note and Lemon 8. And of course, fan base and Meta. Welcome, TSR correspondent, Legally Hype. What's up?
Hello.
All right, Legally Hype. What are we bringing on to the? What are you bringing to the repass at TikTok, man? What are you gonna bring?
I was gonna bring, some mac and cheese and a couple plates. You feel me? Because I seen everybody else's menu, but we might have to. So
okay.
Yeah.
What's the tea?
It's that TikTok got some friends in some high places because the Biden administration announced today that as opposed to just going all out with the ban, right? We're still waiting on the Supreme Court to come back with their decision on what they think about the ban. But what the Biden administration said is like, we just want to go ahead and give it to the Trump administration. So whatever the Supreme Court decides, that's cool. But what we won't do, what the Biden administration won't do is impose the fines that are supposed to be imposed on the Google Play Store and the Apple App Store. That was a part of the ban. So basically in the legislation, it said that, on the 19th, if the Apple App Store and the Google Play Store had the TikTok app in their stores, they were to be fined $5,000 per user, and I believe maybe it was per day. And so now what the Biden administration said is that we're going to let it go, whatever the ban says, it says we're not going to repeal the ban, but we will not impose these fines, and we'll let the Trump administration decide what they want to do when they come in on the 20th.
Oh.
Okay, and now
I'm gonna keep it. I like TikTok. I'm gonna keep it.
Oh my God!
The young people who voted for me are on the TikTok, and I'm gonna keep it.
Hey, do your thing.
Do your thing.
He probably gonna keep it.
Let's get to this though, man. Over the past 48 to 72 hours, Red Note, the Chinese-owned app, has become number one downloaded in the U.S. Now, why is this such a big deal? I've heard so many different stories about this Legally Hype.
Okay, so on the one hand, it's a big deal because this is also a Chinese-owned app, right? So the whole issue with the TikTok ban, this came about when Trump got mad during his first administration. He was beefing with China over the coronavirus rumors and all that, and he was like, bump TikTok, you up out of here, right? So then we got the ban. They snuck it into funding for Ukraine. But they said that the reason they were doing it is because it was a national security issue. They were concerned that since ByteDance had affiliations with China, China would be able to get American people's data. And if you haven't read the terms and conditions on TikTok, they do take a lot of our data, but that's what makes their algorithm so specific, right? So now everybody flocking, we got refugees going over to Red Note. And so it's kind of funny because it's like, this is actually a Chinese app. It is the Chinese version of TikTok. Everything is in Mandarin, right? Terms and conditions are in Mandarin, everything. So if they didn't have our data before, they got it now. And I just want to tell y'all, if y'all don't read Mandarin, be careful because they ain't got the same rules and freedom of speech and stuff over there in China that we got over here in America. So don't go over there to Red Note cutting up. And then them people be knocking out your door, talking about we extraditing you because you was on the app fooling around. So just put that out there.
Mm-hmm. That's why I signed up with Zach information. But since you here, if TikTok goes away, what type of impact do you think that will have on the U.S. economy and the creators that are on there?
Yeah, I mean, so I'm a creator who started on TikTok, right? That's where the world found me. That's where a bulk of my income comes from as an influencer. So I know the detrimental impact it would have on myself in general, but TikTok employs a lot of US citizens. So I think I read somewhere that it could be a $1.3 billion detriment, right, to the US economy, because that's how much we as creators and the small businesses on that app could lose in just 1 month of losing it. So for some people, TikTok is just some extra change in their pocket. But then for others, that is their livelihood. That is where, they make the bulk of their money and how, their day to day. So, I mean, the financial impact is serious. And we can't file for unemployment once it's gone. So
That's crazy.
Man. And a lot of TikTok users are dragging Mark Zuckerberg, the founder of Meta. Why? What does Meta have to do with TikTok?
Okay, so first and foremost, TikTok is actually Meta's #1 competitor, right? So that's been some back and forth beef for a minute. But then also on the rumor mill is Mark may have been a person who put some money up, to get these lobbyists to go in and holler at these congressional people to make sure that TikTok, get deported in a couple of days. And so people feel some type of way about Mark because they you've been trying to copy, what TikTok got going on, right? With the reels and all that kind of stuff. But we got something for you. We still not coming to Meta because we don't like you. We don't like your algorithm. And, Instagram, the audience is a little different over there. They move a little different. The way they interact with your content is a little different. So they we don't want to go over there with Meta because you a hater and you're the op. So we'd rather go to Red Note. So they hating on Mark, and Meta stock is still dropping because I guess he thought everybody was going to flock to Instagram once they knew TikTok was being gone, and they went over there and they learned Mandarin on Red Note.
Y'all that's not safe.
I already learned 2 words.
They said something about you got to pledge allegiance to the Chinese government. I was like, what?
Yeah,
I was like, no, bro.
Yeah, you got to go over there. When you got to go over there and fight, Keke, don't say
baby,
nothing.
you got to go over there and fight. I used your information for my Red Note account, okay? Yes, you got to get to learning that Mandarin.
I would tell y'all, if you could give up any social media platform, right, in exchange to keep TikTok, which one would it be? I
would give up all of them to keep TikTok.
What?
Mm-hmm.
Oh, you going too crazy.
Yes, it's that good. I don't like it's so peaceful over there. I don't know nobody on my timeline. Ain't nobody trying to really do too much. Everybody ran. I never know when I'm gonna wake up. I might wake up in the middle of somebody fighting with their baby daddy. I might wake up to Legally Hype teaching me something about the government. I might wake up, learn how to do my taxes, learn how to do eyelashes, put wigs on, get a man. It's just so informational over there. I love it. I would give up all these other apps if we could keep TikTok.
X for me. X. I never really got into Twitter, and I really didn't get into X at all. So I just I don't know how to use it. I just look at it like, well, this is crazy. So X for me for sure.
Well, X is X is pornographics. I like X.
Oh, you ain't wrong. You ain't wrong.
You know what I'm saying?
Both of them
are
getting their little nasty little porn off of X, little nasty people.
I don't know.
No.
I don't know. That's what I do. You know what I'm saying? So I ain't giving up X.
Okay. You ain't never wrong.
You ain't never wrong.
You just be popping up on the you ain't even got to look for it over there.
It just pop up. You be like, oh.
Yeah. You be like, oh, wait a minute.
Hold on.
Oh, but yeah, God. Okay. So you got to hide your X. Yeah. But all I'm saying is it wouldn't be those. I would probably give up. I would give up. What's the other one?
Snapchat, Facebook.
Snapchat can go. I'm not on there.
Okay.
So
Facebook,
Snapchat and Facebook, because it is time. I've had a Facebook. I know, but I've had a Facebook for so long that I have 2 generations of people following me that I don't need to see no more on my Facebook. They can go.
I can't get rid of Facebook. You can't get rid of Facebook.
You go to Facebook, everybody you know from high school on there, your middle school.
You post your selfie, your auntie go get in the comments, baby, call me. It's always something. You gotta have Facebook. Just
call me. It's your daddy. Yeah. You be like, why are you giving me this personal information on my comment?
What about you, Legally Hype? Which one would you get rid of?
Oh, Twitter for sure. Twitter could go. Bye. Yeah. Do this. I ain't got no porn on my Twitter. I got a bunch of government officials and stuff like that. I didn't know Twitter was cracking like that over there. So I just want to, put that out there. And all mine is presidents and congressional people and stuff like that. But it's dangerous over there. And, it done got a little out of control on Twitter, since Elon went and did his thing. So I'm cool.
Are you a Threads person?
I'm not even on Threads.
Okay.
I don't understand that either.
I tell you what, let OnlyFans go.
So many apps. Like,
People making money over there. I want to know what the roomies would do. Roomies, let us know in the comments which app can go for you.
Yeah,
Because
we'll read them.
Yeah, I definitely want to know if you like me and Zach, you know. Enjoy it.
But thank you, Legally Hype, for checking in. We appreciate you as always. You know, stop by the show. We love you to death.
Thank you. Have a good one.
See you.
Right. Do you see what Kathy Dillon said?
What she said?
Y'all put Kathy Dillon back on the screen.
What she said? What?
It was a tweet. She said, I know I have the unpopular opinion, but TikTok needs to go. It's too addictive, but it definitely needs to be out of the hands of the Chinese.
Friend,
Ooh.
I don't know.
It's a strong comment.
I mean, she ain't wrong. It's very addictive. Very
All
addictive.
these sites addictive.
No, it's something in TikTok. It's a little something. It's a little crack or something in TikTok. When I tell you, baby, I scrolls. Y'all ever got the little pop up on TikTok where the lady be like, "You're scrolling again. You need to take a nap. Relax." It's literally a thing that pop up like,
telling you
can't
to get
sleep again. It's time for you to log off. Give it a rest. Yeah, it's bad.
Oh, Keke,
It's bad. So Kathy not wrong.
Okay.
I see a lot of people saying that they would get rid of X, of course. Shout out to Leslie G. She said TikTok is my daily entertainment. Period. Yes.
I like Instagram still. I mean, I'm not gonna lie. I like Instagram. I like TikTok, but I will tell you this: the more addictive scroll is TikTok.
Yes.
The more addictive scroll is TikTok.
Because you never know where you're gonna end up.
Nah, you never know.
I use TikTok as a search engine. Like if it's anything I want to do, like restaurants or date ideas or anything, what's a good wine? I mean,
how to change an alternator.
It's the best search engine in the world.
Yes, child.
Yeah. So I hope it don't go.
Okay, we'll see what happens.
Pray for TikTok, y'all. Pray.
But we definitely know this. Here we go again. Drake has withdrew his case against Universal Music Group to reportedly file a federal defamation suit against Universal Music Group over Not Like Us. Damn. My light-skinned brother continues to crash out. Drake also claims UMG was part of getting Kendrick Lamar the Super Bowl gig so he could perform the song on a huge stage.
Yikes.
What do y'all think, guys? Yeah, man.
I hate that Drake is doing this. I really do, because I could understand if Not Like Us was a horrible song. If Not Like Us was a horrible song and it just magically went to #1 and he just magically got the Super Bowl, I could understand this lawsuit. However, I really stream the song. Like I listen to the song every day, still to this day. You know what I'm saying? Like I know, no, it's not over. It's not over. You know, it's too good. So that's the only thing where I can't understand like this lawsuit, because I actually stream the song, and so I can't say that it's been fake. You know what I'm saying? And I think he deserves to perform at the Super Bowl. And I know people have been writing out think pieces about Drake's relationship with Universal Music Group. I don't know nothing about them people. I don't want no problems out of Universal or the music group. I don't want, Drake, I just know you better be careful. They say when you're dealing with that. I learned that on TikTok. They say you better be careful when you're trying to, the lady on TikTok said that. So yeah.
I think the thing that bothers me the most is the fact that now he's suing for defamation of character. First, it was about the bots and streaming. Now it's like defamation of character. Like they're promoting music that's saying that I'm a pedophile. Drake, you were in a vicious rap battle.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? Where you talked about somebody, you said that Kendrick beats his wife. That's a vicious thing to say about somebody.
Facts.
You said that his own children weren't his.
Facts.
Okay. And you've been in other rap battles that this same company distribute that music. When you didn't say that when you beat Meek.
Nope.
The same company distribute that music. When you put out other diss records, this is just. And you were also, when you remember in the battle before Kendrick started dropping, you remember it was like 2 weeks where Drake had dropped and he was like taunting him. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
That's like saying, "Hey, hit me in the jaw, hit me in the jaw," and then you get hit and you be like, "I can't believe you did that, dog." You got calling the police. Like you were in a fight and you got hit harder. In reality, all you should do is just turn up and have a good time and put out great music and won't nobody care.
That's it, bro. I cannot believe this crash out is continuing.
This is terrible.
You are tearing light skin down to all the way when Christopher Williams got stabbed in the hand by Wesley Snipes, bro. You are killing us right now, bro. Like, really, this crash out is legendary. This is probably the worst crash out in light skin history. History, bro.
Light skin history.
In history of crash, like, you cannot pick a fight and then lose and then go tell on somebody. You win it. Well, Kendrick picked the fight. You jumped in it, and then you telling on it. Like that, it's just, man, you got a superpower. I don't know if your friends around you have told you that you have a superpower, but every 5 minutes, I see it pop on my timeline. You're the most streamed artist. You top 10 all-time artist of the century. All of these different things. Why? Because you can rap your face off, bro. Just make a record, dog. Just make a record. But the thing about it is, it makes it get even weirder, is that we are not going to get music from Drake until he stops arguing with his record label.
Nope.
So that's over. Now, it's even some more crazy stuff in other Drake news. Amber Rose is saying Drake is catching backlash from the hip-hop community because he's biracial.
Girl.
Listen to this. You got to hear it.
People want to act like Drake is not the voice of our generation because, like, okay, maybe he lost one rap battle and stuff like that, but you can't take away everything that Drake has done for us as far as memories
for
and
15
parties
years.
and like, you can't do that. And Drake is biracial, and I'm for the biracials.
Hell yeah. Yes.
Yeah.
Good. You're like the only LA person to say that, and I
I
appreciate
don't give
it.
a. I'm for Drake. 100%.
He has more hits than any other rapper by far. Like,
Yeah,
by
for
far.
sure.
He's the
And
best
it's
ever.
like, they just
Yeah.
want to throw him away, and that's what
crazy.
people do. They build you up to throw you away, and I think it's complete shit. So I'm going with Drake.
But what did he do to piss everyone off at the same time?
He's biracial. That's what happens.
That's what it is?
Like if like with a biracial person, like sometimes when they don't like you, they'll just be like, you're acting white. You're acting light skinned. You're not like us. And it's just like, I've been through that my whole life. So I will always have Drake's back for that reason alone.
Okay.
That is not Drake's struggle, girl.
Okay, so let's ask a question.
That was yours.
Our
That might be
biracial
yours.
people that are mixed with black, are they considered black? But let's talk about that and what Amber said, Keke.
That's not Drake's struggle. It has nothing to do with being biracial, in my opinion. And Amber, you ever want somebody to shut up forever? You're like, just be quiet, girl. Cause what are you even talking about? That was so stupid. But yeah, I don't think this is Drake's problem at all. And when it comes to biracial people, guess what? We all getting pulled over. So you black when you get pulled over. So I never walked around like you ain't black. Like, no. So girl, please knock it off.
Yeah, and who is throwing? I just want to know who is throwing Drake under the bus. As rap fans, as a fan, we were just listening to music. I thought Drake was going to win the battle when the battle started, and I was listening to each record equally.
Yes,
it's just that Kendrick had the better one, and then it blew up. In no point of most fans who listen to this battle where they like, man, Drake's done. I don't want to ever listen to him again. I hate Drake. We weren't saying that. We were just saying, hey, this song is really, really good. Just because I listen to Kendrick's song don't mean I hate Drake. All Drake has to do is come out with hit records and we'll go back and listen to him. It's the battle of the hits.
That's it.
Put out a hit. That's all it takes. And people will come back. And as far as the biracial stuff and all of that, come on, man. Everybody got light-skinned cousins. And look at Tone.
Okay.
Look at Tone. I don't hate him. Look at him. Him and Drake look just alike.
Yes.
You think I hate him? And he mixed with everything.
Yes, we invite him to all the cookouts.
All the cookouts.
This is one of those moments where I want to punch them both, but I'm not. But no, the biracial thing, Amber is saying, like, this is acting light-skinned, Amber Rose. This is. When you sue somebody after you lose a rap battle that you said crazy stuff about him, and he just made a better record than you, this is acting light-skinned. Because, of course, people, for the roomies that don't know, acting light-skinned, soft, acting like, very, 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 very girly in a sense, very feminine. And stop acting soft. Stop doing that. This is not cool. In no way. Rap, and he knows it. He's got all athletic friends, Steph Curry, LeBron James. All of these different athletes have friends with him. He knows competitive nature. Like, bro, this is what rap is about. It had nothing to do with him being light-skinned. People not liking him, it's probably for some other stuff that he's doing. I said it. You ain't never heard about Drake cheating anybody, ever. You never heard him cheating about anything. Everything he's getting in, got into it about people. No, the only thing you ever heard people really have beef about him with is over chicks, over women. That is the thing. When him and Common had issues, that was over a woman. When he was saying stuff about Jennifer Lopez and making things, it was over a woman. He's always had things that had to do with a relationship or something with a woman. It's never been, hey man, Drake not paying people. He not treating people right. It's that. It has nothing to do with light skin to me.
It doesn't have anything to do with light skin. But I will say this. She was saying people when the casual rap fan didn't care. Right. Now I will say Drake got jumped by rappers once it started going on. When Kendrick popped it off, everybody wanted to jump in. And those in the rap community, they started to jump Drake. And you know it. A$AP Rocky had a verse about him, came out, put a verse. The Weeknd came out. Rick Ross started dissing him. Kanye put a verse on the song out of nowhere because, they've had beef and different things like that. And it seemed like when they saw that Kendrick had him on the ropes, that's when everybody wanted to jump in. Now, as far as the casual rap fan, we didn't give a damn. We were just going by who made the better record.
Exactly.
But if you go by what Joe Budden said in a quick blurb that I caught, he's like, Drake has done things to people.
Yeah, I don't know that
had to do with what was concerning women.
Yeah, I'm not saying
not bro code. So that's what I'm just saying. That's what caused the jumping of when rappers like, oh, okay, I
still don't respect that.
No, it's not cool.
I don't think that's cool. No. You don't do that when somebody. If you had that problem, if you had an issue with that, you should have handled that when you had the issue. Don't wait. Don't wait. I don't respect that.
That's fair.
Yeah.
Look at her. Keke, what we got, man?
Let's talk about it. This week, of course, a new episode of TSR Investigates dropped with a report on the Black Ink crew. Let's take a look.
You can have the money in the cars in the clothes.
Long story short, he owes me money.
But we suppose his time is up.
It was horrible.
Cesar Emanuel, the man behind the hit VH1 show Black Ink Crew, he's being told to pay his former employees or else. This woman says that she worked for him for a year and was never paid. So she went to the Department of Labor and won.
He was ordered to pay $114,000.
And worse, she says she's not alone.
He has a track record for not paying people, and majority of those people tend to be women of color, Black women.
I'm Justin Carter. This is TSR Investigates.
Justin get on your ass. It's tough.
Yes.
Please, Justin, don't ever investigate me.
Right.
Please.
We cool, bro. But I mean,
like the beginning. The money, the cars, and the clothes. I suppose.
He always gonna come
He got the intro, bro.
Always.
That was a great intro. Yeah. But the thing is, I just heard someone was talking about this Black Ink situation with Cesar. Now, the thing of it is, roomies, if you ever create something like a show or a podcast or whatever you might have, and the TV like, yo, I want to come do something with you. Everybody gets excited, especially back then when Black Ink, because VH1 was a thing. And like being on TV every day is a thing. So I think what happened, what they said is he didn't sell Black Ink itself. Black Ink is him, but he didn't sell it to VH1 in a way where they could be partners. So they kind of like pimped it. So a lot of times, I don't know what could happen, but it feels like the whole Black Ink thing, people made a lot of money and thought, and maybe it didn't work out, and the money was when it was time to pay. You know what I'm saying?
Like the business wasn't right.
Yeah. That's what I think. You think the money's gonna come in forever, and it doesn't come in forever.
Right.
So you get
or you think Cesar may have gotten a lot of money when really it was the network who was actually getting a lot of money. You know what I'm saying?
Exactly.
And so if you came to work for him, maybe, but she's saying that Justin said she went down to the people and won. So somebody lying somewhere. Yeah. And we know Justin will get to the bottom.
I'm just waiting to see what Justin say.
Right.
Because whatever Justin say, I believe.
Because to me, the actual TV checks gotta be coming from VH1. That's what confusing to me. Like I get it. And then when if you get a tattoo,
but you don't know
what tattoo you working.
But she said she worked for Cesar. She didn't work for VH1.
But it's like working at a tattoo shop is like a barber shop.
No, that's like if I work for Tone Capone, I'm not going to the shade room for my money. I'm coming to you.
You paid me booth rent, but you charging what you charging.
I don't know what her job was. She didn't say she was an artist.
Okay, that's
and she didn't say she was on the show.
Okay, I just made it.
She want her money.
Okay, I'm not trying to say
she
you deserve her
won,
money.
Tom. She won.
She did.
Justin already said she won.
She want her money. Shout out to Why So Serious in the comments. He said y'all messy AF, and that is true.
That is
Welcome
very
to the
true.
show.
Welcome. Come back many times. It gets even better. In case you missed it, Stepping Into the Shade Room with Issa Rae and Keke Palmer is now streaming. Check this out.
In the movie, Alyssa's character, who's SZA's character, she's driving like a busted down car, like, you know, it's in the gutter. So I'd love to know, what was you guys' first car? And Keke, this might not apply to you because you've been a millionaire your whole life.
OMG.
So
My first car was a Ford Escape.
Okay,
Yeah.
Fancy.
Mine was a Saturn, and I remember I ran into one of those yellow parking poles in the mall, and that fell apart. My whole door fell off.
Oh.
So that's why Saturn doesn't exist anymore.
Okay, what kind of car y'all got now?
Now I have a Lexus Toyota.
Oh, love.
I have a Lucid. I love an electric car. I'll never
Okay.
pump gas again.
Oh my gosh, I need to get on that train.
You do. You really do. It's life changing.
And I gotta know, what's y'all's credit score?
I actually don't know, but it's good.
Yeah, mine is phenomenal. Don't know what it is, but it's great.
No, you don't have to tell us what it is, but do you actually not know what it is?
I saw it and I was like, look at me.
Yeah.
Come a long way.
Samesies.
Yeah.
I was like, girl, you better go.
That was
You can't
good.
tell me they are not funny. I cannot wait to check out that movie.
It's got 100 on Rotten Tomatoes.
Ooh,
100.
People were
yes,
saying
queens.
it's hilarious. I cannot wait to see it.
What was y'all first car?
Oh man, I never forget.
What?
2003 Buick Century.
You drove a
Gray.
Buick?
Clean though.
Okay.
Then I got my second car. I had two cars in high school. I had the 2003 Buick Century. Now mind you, that was clean.
Yes.
You know what I'm saying? I had to snatch out.
That's a big
with
car,
the CD
ain't it?
player. It was it wasn't that big.
Oh,
It wasn't
okay.
it. Mine was player though. You know what I'm saying? I tinted the windows. Then I got my senior year, I ended up getting a Pontiac G6 2007. Clean.
You're
boy.
rich. You're rich.
Yes.
I wasn't
You're
rich. I was his only child. I was spoiled.
Okay, cool.
What about you?
A 1975
horse and carriage. Don't put up like, y'all ready to go to the club?
This ain't Texas.
We going to the came out like Beyonce on Christmas.
Oh, I'm sorry, Toe. I'm so sorry. I set you up.
I was gonna lie, but other than that, the 1975 two-door Chevy Malibu. Yeah,
wow.
back then I was like a gangster car.
That is so funny.
Yeah, yeah. That's kind of funny.
That is
hilarious. You a B word.
Is that Keela? Wait,
I'm
Keela?
an ambassador too, not the other.
My first car was a Mustang convertible. Okay.
All right, damn.
Okay,
Keela, you got somebody got money.
What was your first
Yes.
car, Keke?
Baby, I had a little Kia, honey. Baby, I told the shocks off that thing. Baby, y'all need to work on some inclusivity or something with some size for big people, because baby, them shocks was woe out. Baby, when I got out the car, I used to have to, my feet was already on the curb. Yeah, we had a time in that Kia. So that was my first car, y'all. Then I got me a Grand Prix. I really wanted that Pontiac Grand Prix.
That's right. I had a
that
Grand
was
Prix
one
too.
for me.
Yeah,
that was
Grand Prix too.
We all had Pontiacs.
Yeah.
Yeah, Grand Prix were a thing.
Yes,
Yeah.
I would still
You had a
drive a
Pontiac?
Grand Prix.
Yo, man, we got a producer in the back had a Grand Prix. Did y'all have a Grand Prix, roomies? Did y'all anybody have a Grand
Everybody
Prix?
had a Grand Prix. They trapped at a Grand Prix, did hair at a Grand Prix,
Yes.
babysit.
Man,
Everybody.
that was the hood car, bro.
It really was.
That was
That and a Dodge Neon. Do you remember
yeah, those
neons?
was
Dodge
time.
Neon.
People had neons too.
Yeah, that's the thing. You know what? People had.
And the Intrepid. That car was player back in the day. A Dodge Intrepid. If you had an Intrepid,
Oh,
you was clean.
yeah. I forgot
People,
about that.
Yeah.
people had Grand Prix. Now that I think about it, roomies, people had Grand Prix like they had Chargers. Like Chargers.
Yes, absolutely.
Sure.
Grand
Yeah.
Prix was the Charger before the Charger.
Yes.
For sure.
Absolutely.
Yes,
For
yes,
sure.
yes.
Absolutely. All colors. Green ones, them last the longest. You always see a green Grand Prix. riding around.
Never
What color was yours?
Right.
No, I had a black Pontiac G6. I never had a green Prix.
What you had? What color was yours?
I had a black Pontiac.
Mine too,
Grand Prix.
Black Grand Prix.
Yeah, the big boy, not the G6.
Yeah, not the little one.
Yeah, roomies, let us know
Mine
what was
was
y'all first car. I would love to read some of your comments. And shout out to Keke Palmer, SZA. We got to see the movie.
Absolutely, got to see it.
One of them days in theaters tomorrow.
Absolutely. Do not miss out on it. Also, man, make sure you check out the Shade Room's YouTube channel for TSR Investigates, Stepping into the Shade Room, and of course, episodes of TSR Live. You can watch it back.
I'm seeing a lot of white Pontiac Grand Dams in the comments. Shout out to Kathy again. Okay.
Mm-hmm.
All right. Well, roomies, we'll be back with more shade, headlines, debates, and trending topics. And we need you to be on time for work. Okay. So next week, right here on the Shade Room, make sure you tap in.
And if it's anything you want us to talk about, you got something that you want to tip, something that's like some tea, just hit us up, man. Email us.
Some tea.
Yeah.
All right, roomies, remember, man, we'll be back next week. Until then, represent the culture with excellence. Woo, woo.
Woo, woo.